morning. It's Friday, May 3rd, 2023. Peace is a path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. On the news this morning, woman to die by hanging for killing husband. Unknown task force officials arrested in Port Harcourt. Governors demand sustainable minimum wage. On the foreign scene, Turkey holds trade with Israel. I'm Ifichukwu Moyle with the news. A state high court in Port Harcourt has sentenced Thelma Bestman and Wilson Okeleke to death by hanging for collaborating to kill Thelma's husband, Bestman Wawara. Recall that Thelma was charged with conspiring with their security guard man, Wilson Okeleke, to kill her husband, Bestman Wawara, at their residence along St. John's axis of Rumolumeni, Omogoro Road on 20th February 2020. Now, in her judgment, Justice Augusta Chukwu held that the prosecution was able to prove the case of conspiracy and murder against the convict. The court also held that the evidence revealed that Mrs. Thelma opened the door for Mr. Okeleke to enter the room. Lawyer to the Rivers State Ministry of Justice, Precious Ordu, spoke after the judgment.
We are happy. They can't eat their cake and have it. They can't just kill an innocent man, a full-fledged man, and then expect to go scot-free. The law doesn't allow that. So we are happy that the judgment went this way. We expected it. By God's grace, we have also gotten it today, by His grace.
Also, Ubojekere Amadi, lawyer to Wilson Okeleke, said he will appeal the judgment.
Well, naturally, I will appeal the judgment because we are not satisfied with the judgment of the courts. We will study the judgment of the courts, then we'll do the needful. We are not satisfied with the judgments.
Moving on, at least 2 unknown task force officials were arrested on Thursday after they beat up a tanker driver for refusing their demand for inspection of his tanker loaded with petroleum product along the Eliozu Rumokoro axis of the East-West Road in Port Harcourt. Our correspondent reports that the 2 men, who were accompanied by 4 police officers, seized the tanker. Their refusal to allow the tanker to leave the road caused heavy traffic. When asked to identify themselves and the union they represent, they declined to speak to our correspondent.
Abeg, Petron, let this man to go. We will see what he be. Let them here. The road is clear. Let them here. One of your man, let us enter my motor. Then I follow now. The road not open. What do you mean? Are you trying to intimidate people or what? Let us go to the station. We are going. Let this man bring come. Carry your motor now. Excuse me. No, hold on. Officer, how do we go to the station? Number 1, number 2, and his men. That is the CP's instruction. All of us. Plus me. How did you say I'm going to go to the station? We are coming. We are going to that place. You carry your motor. Okay.
Chairman of the Petroleum Product Retailers Outlet Association of Nigeria, Petro 1, Francis Dimba, who was at the scene with his members, who are also filling stations owners, spoke to our correspondent.
This is not the first time, this is not the second time. Our trucks are being hijacked. The DPRO, DSS, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Police, they have all been supporting us and helping us on how to unravel the secret behind the jacking of trucks. But just this afternoon, a group of people yet identified said they are from somewhere and they are jacking trucks and want to know who they are. So the DPO said all of us should come to the station. So when we get to the Rumokoro police station, they will identify themselves and we'll know where we go from here. But for our member, for PTD, for Nupeng, this matter will be followed to the logical conclusion.
The matter was later taken to the Divisional Police Station in Rumokoro and has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department. The injured tanker driver was taken to a hospital for treatment. The situation left commuters plying Eliozu and Rumokoro access stranded as many opted for alternative routes. Moving on, former Chief of Staff, Rivers State Government House Emeka Nwoke says that awarding sitting governors isn't a genuine expression of appreciation, but rather a ploy for personal gain. Mr. Nwoke expressed disappointment to hear Labour leaders who once praised former Governor Nyesom Wike now critique his administration. He said under Nyesom Wike's administration, a secretariat for the NLC and TC along with housing units for civil servants were built in Rivers State.
The same Emecheta Chukwu that is speaking today and Beatrice Otubo gave an award of Ezo Memma 1 of Labour to the former governor of Rivers State. TUC also gave the former governor of Rivers State award of excellence as the pro-governor Labour of the. So giving award to a sitting governor is not new. It means it is in their character. For any governor that comes aboard becomes the best governor and they give the person award. There's nothing wrong about that. So the implication is that as soon as this governor leaves office, they will give to another governor and say that the present governor did not do anything for them. It's very unfortunate. What example are they leaving for those whom they are leading?
Addressing claims of unpaid pensions and gratuities, Mr. Nwoke clarified that the Wike administration allocated 1 billion naira monthly for these payments.
Every day you hear, oh, it doesn't pay workers' pension and gratuity. But it is there on record that between 1 billion and 1.5 billion naira was released monthly during his administration for payment of pension and gratuity. If the labor leaders are saying that their members did not see this, then ask Samuel Ijoma, who is the DG of Pension Board. I'm calling his name. If it is not true that the previous administration was releasing 1 billion naira monthly for pension and gratuity, what is all this hulabalo all over the place?
A group coalition of Niger Delta youth leaders has renewed call for Governor Fubara to reconstitute a new board of the Rivers State Universal Basic Education. National leader of the group, Adokiye Mojiton Ogonobere, at a media briefing in Port Harcourt, said the call is to ensure efficient and effective running of the primary and junior secondary school in the state. Now, he expressed concern about the state of public schools in Rivers State.
And we are also calling on His Excellency to constitute a formidable substantive board to run the UBA in Rivers State. We are doing this in the interest of our children. By doing what we are calling the governor to do, he is reciprocating on the love that Rivers people are showing to him.
Mr. Mojiton Ogonobere, while commending the governor for appointing a sole administrator to manage the activities of the River State Waste Management Agency, stressed the need for the constitution of a formidable management board for the agency.
We commend the governor for what he's doing. We thank the governor for the level at which he has taken the state. Now Rivers State is known for a state that is peaceful and is developing. However, we are calling on His Excellency to look more into the activities of the Rivers State Waste Management Agency and heed to our earlier call to constitute a formidable board to run that agency.
He also expressed concern over the activities at the Local Government Service Commission and called for reform of the commission. Away from that, a group known as Barrister Thank God Obara Support Group in Emoha Local Government Area of River State says the people of Obele Community Ward 5 are welcoming the leadership of the Simplified Movement led by Evans BP to the Supreme Court Victory Thanksgiving service of the River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara today, May 3rd, 2024. A statement by the leader of the group, Thank God Obara, also welcomed the Chief of Staff, River State Government House, Edison Ehie, the President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, River State Council, Chijioke Ihunwo, and all the supporters of the governor to the event, which will be held at Ojim's College, Rumuji, Emoha Local Government Area. The traditional leaders, chiefs, elders, and opinion leaders of Umochiolo community in Alo Ikwere local government area have condemned and condoled with the family of 3 persons killed in a boundary dispute between Alo and Rumekini communities. The group, in a communique signed by God's Power, Nyechi Obara, Chairman CDC of Umochiolo, Nath Okendo, Secretary, Acho Clifford Wale, Solomon Amadi, Thank God Abraham, and Youth President Larry Nwosu urged the public to disregard the allegation by the chairman of Ikwere local government area, Samuel Wanosike, against their sons, as it is politically motivated and capable of instigating a crisis. The communique was read by Chizi Wale.
However, the good people and the chiefs and elders of our Mocholo community has condemned the killings of 3 boys from Rumekini community and also condoled with the immediate family. However, the community frowned at the announcement credited by Samuel Wanosike declaring or tagging Amocholo community to be a murderer in the eyes of the public. We therefore state categorically that Amocholo people, as duly represented by the leadership, do not have any hand in the murder of the 3 boys of Rumekini.
The communique also urged Dr. Nwanosike to allow the police to do their work and stop instigating crisis between the people of Rumekini and Alu.
While we await the police investigation, calling out the name of our son from Omocholo community by saying that they are responsible for the killing of those boys is tantamount to ridiculing the entire community, and the community will not subscribe to such alteration. We urge the general public to discountenance any publication or any statement credited by the chairman should not be taken serious, for such is getting politically to witch hunt such individual who do not have anything against Rumekini community.
Still to come, governors demand sustainable minimum wage. Stay with us.
Congratulations! The former minority leader of the State House of Assembly, former Imoga chairman, and industrial
Welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The National Coordinator of the Liberation Movement for Good Governance, Douglas Fabeke, says unemployment will continue to pose security threat and several challenges in the society if not addressed. Dr. Fabeke stated this at a Global Leadership and Entrepreneurship Summit held in collaboration with the U.S. Chartered Institution of Leadership and Governance. He said the one-day summit with the theme Empower, Create and Lead will help reduce the level of unemployment in Rivers State and serve as a new platform for youth and other citizens to grow, become self-reliant and productive.
It's all about creating a new platform for the youth to grow, a platform of productivity, skill empowerment, community development, and we're also opening a lot of business activities. Also, the benefit today is that youth believe that yes, they can make a change, because we cannot do it alone. Government also have to create the conducive environment for these youth to get this training. Discover that in Rivers State we have 87% of joblessness.
Two foreign representatives who were among the guest speakers also spoke.
Concentrated in business and healthcare service provision and faith tourism and also agricultural trainings, and to initiate an organic tea production in River State as well.
I believe after the all environmental situation in River State, only aquaculture and agriculture training and the investigation and the production very important for River State youth.
Some attendees were honored for their significant contributions in their respective fields. Among those honored were the Chief of Staff, River State Government House, Ehir Edison, former state lawmaker Evans BP, Matthew Dike, former Commissioner Peter Mede, and many others. Moving on, local government workers in Andoni under the aegis of the Nigerian Union of Local Government Employees, NOGE, are appealing to key actors in the current political crisis in River State to support Andoni Council Chairman Erastus Awoto for his second term in office. They believe his re-election will build up upon the progress made in Andoni during his first term. They made the call during the International Workers' Day celebration in Andoni. The workers said that despite addressing the challenges of insecurity and underdevelopment in Andoni, the Awoto administration has ensured good governance and enhanced democracy in just 3 years in office. The NOGE chairman in Andoni, John Idante, who read the address of the workers, expressed fear that the numerous gains made by the Awoto administration could be eroded if politicians with questionable character are allowed to return to the helm of affairs of the local government. Responding, the Andoni Council Chairman Erastus Awoto said his plan is to put Andoni on the path of irreversible progress, where it will be extremely difficult for anyone to take it back. And now the pioneer chairman of Obwebe Mandoni Local Government Area, River State, Ibe Eresieke, has been coronated as the new king of Ege Kingdom. King Eresieke, a one-time general manager of the River State Transport Company, RTC, was coronated by the oldest man in the kingdom, Josiah Ozurumba, during a ceremony in Akabda community. The new monarch, King Ibe Eresieke, spoke at the event.
I'll make sure that there is justice, there is fair play, and there's going to be progress in the land. I've held positions in public office, so I know how to deal with this pressure, and that is why I accepted it in the first place. If you look at my track records, whenever I go, I perform, and I'm going to perform just like I normally do. The people who benefit from my service, I'll be very, very sincere to them. Tell them the truth at all times. So there's nothing that will be hidden from them. I'm serving the community for almost 35 years, so I'll continue with what I'm doing, and we shall not get involved in anything that will bring rancor or cause trouble, no matter how some people decide to provoke us.
A former PDP secretary in River State, Oris Onyeri, and Board of Trustees chairman of Obagi Oilfield Host Communities Development Trust, DK Hobson, also spoke.
The gay people have made the rightful decision to bring somebody of his caliber to traditional institution. I pray that he should not disappoint the gay people because of the trust they have on him. He should be kind to all types of men.
My wish for the new Ege King is God's wisdom to rule the people. You know, as their faces are, so their minds are. So God will give him wisdom, long life, and peace all around to rule his people.
The royal father of the day and the paramount ruler of Ibubia Kingdom in Ahoda East, Maxwell Obokiri, and his counterpart in Engeni, Ahoda West, Makli Moore, wished the new king God's wisdom in his reign.
Chief Ibereseke is trustworthy and has the capacity to create an environment of peace for Ege people. He's a very peaceful man, and we do not also want somebody whose only strength is to call police for people, who cannot address an audience, who cannot write his name properly. So we have found the man the people want.
I'm excited to witness the coronation of Ibi Irisia Eke as the Ezo of Ege Kingdom. There will be a synergy between my office and the palace of the Ezo to interface with him, collaborate with his council of chiefs and other relevant stakeholders in moving Ege forward, and the development of Ege and entire communities that makes up the trust is paramount for.
Our correspondent reports that the representatives of the State Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, immediate past member of the River State House of Assembly, Christian Ahiahuo, among many other dignitaries, attended the coronation ceremony. Now, the Nigerian Governors Forum has emphasized the need for the government and organized labor to come up with a sustainable minimum wage in the ongoing negotiations. Catch the business news at 7 for details of this and more. In other news, 10 indigent golf proficient youth have been selected as the winner of the Niger Delta Youth Empowerment Golf Tournament. It was organized by Shell Nigeria Exploration and Production Company Limited. The head of corporation relations for Shell and director of SPDC, Igoweli, spoke to newsmen.
I'm happy to see this come to fruition. It actually started before here because you have to play from your own course. I mean, they are all members of different golf clubs, so they played to qualify to come here. They've shortlisted some of them, and those ones are the ones that will be giving support going forward. They'll be attached to pros, they'll be giving exposure. I'm really proud that we've made available our world-class facility to people from the Niger Delta to come and play. We're also mostly Nigerians here, working for the good of the country and working for the good of society. So we're happy to host other Nigerians. They should come here, feel free, and play and develop themselves.
Satisfaction bread, wow! Satisfaction bread, where the king bakers bake to meet up the standard of your breakfast every day. Satisfaction bread,